Good morning, everyone. Another sort of disjointed video that doesn't fit into any particular timeline. I have to turn the lights on. I'm in here, I'm getting ready to go pick my daughter up, but we gotta unload some soda first. And I just wanted to give everyone an idea, one, of how messy this place is. Holy crap. But give everyone an idea of just how much soda we go through. Let me think how to do this. I need to go out the front because the door is unlocked. We go through a lot of soda in here, and I don't make a ton of money on it. It's just one of those things that you kind of have to have if you're gonna run a game store. So let me grab my keys so I can lock the door on the way out. They are here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Keys. I got a lot of keys. Every door in here has a different lock, unfortunately, so you end up having, 45,000 keys. But I probably won't even, and I have a dolly. I know you can't quite see. I have a dolly. And I probably still won't be able to get all of this in one trip. I gotta lock the door. We won't turn the alarm on. Gotta lock the door. We'll walk around the side because there's no steps. It's just the alley. But gotta walk back to the car here. This dolly's kind of noisy. I apologize. But I think the last time I recorded, I was going to talk to Lyle about my loud shoes, which I have on. But I never did. Well, I mean, obviously I talked to him about it, but I didn't record it. And the last few days we were super busy. Monday being the exception. Today's Tuesday. And I'm going to make an effort this week to record on a regular basis. So here's the soda. It was flopping all around. This soda will last us about a week. Some of the bigger packs, like the 24 packs of Pepsi and Mountain Dew, we'll have a little bit left over at the end of the week, but this will be gone in 7 days. And I mean, that's not like an insane amount, but that is a lot. How are you today, sir?
All right, you
good? Good. All right, I was stopping to run my gums a little bit. But yeah, I can't even get it all on the dolly. We got, how many did we get on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 12 packs. Because a lot of these flavors, like the Diet Cherry Coke Zero, they only sell in 12 packs. Which, make sure I don't hit the dolly. Which kind of stinks, because we go through a lot of it. And ooh, I don't want this to fall off. I'm struggling here. The first problem is that only one store in the local area sells it. Only Walmart sells it. And the second one is that they only sell 12 packs. I guess, and the third problem is they're out of it half the time because they're the only place in town that has it. So margins on those ones we have to get in 12 packs aren't as good as they could be. Because I wish we could sell sodas for 50 cents, but we just can't. It makes the margins too tight. So we sell them for 75, which most everyone's fine with. And we also sell drink cards, which are slightly discounted. It's basically, again, make sure that don't fall. They will explode. I've done it before. We sell drink cards, which are a little card with boxes you check off, and it's essentially buy 9 sodas, get the 10th free. So it kind of makes up the difference between sort of wanting to do 50-cent sodas and kind of having to do 75-cent sodas. I don't know what it works out to exactly, but I think they end up being like 69 cents for a soda, which isn't the best or the worst. But this will obviously more than fill up the cup. Well, we did it. Luckily, none of them busted open, so there's no stains on the carpet. But yeah, so I forget how many were left in there. So there's, I think we said 7 6-packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 6-packs. So that's 96 sodas. I think or 12 packs. There's 2 12-packs left and then 2 24-packs. And I basically did this run last Monday or Tuesday, which was a week ago. And we do have a little bit left, just because some of the things don't sell through every week. Like the Cherry 7-Ups, we don't sell a ton of those. We don't sell a ton of Diet Coke because we tend to have like the Cherry Coke Zero, which people prefer. Even I prefer it to plain old Diet Coke. But what time is it? Let's check the time. It's about 11 o'clock. All right. So I need to pick my daughter up at 11:30. So we've got a couple minutes left. But yeah, I guess we still really haven't talked many numbers. We talked some soda numbers today. But like I said, even if... how many cans would that be? We have... Say it was just this, which it's a little more than this. But say it's just this, where we have essentially 100 cans of soda. Our profit is... I don't know what it would be without a calculator. I would guess we make about 20 cents on a can of soda. We'll maybe figure 25 for the sake of simple math. But if that's the case, you know, we make about $25 a week on soda. I know some of the guys, they joke about soda paying the rent. It does not. Soda does not pay the rent. It's a nice little source of income, semi-passive, but even that $25 or $30 a week, it's a bit less than that when you consider the refrigerator is probably one of the higher cost items for electricity in the store. Some of the arcade games are probably a bit higher than that, but they generate quite a bit more revenue than the refrigerator does. So when it's all said and done, you're probably looking at a little over $20 profit a week on soda if you're running a shop that has pretty high volume like we do. And it's not... I'll have to introduce you to some of those guys. One guy in particular, and you know who you are. It's not that we have a lot of people drinking a little bit of soda. It's that we have a couple guys who drink a ton of soda. Holy crap. Some of those guys drink so much soda that it's genuinely alarming to me, and I feel like I need to have an intervention. Eric is one of the biggest... I don't know what you want to call it. He's the most guilty of drinking too much soda because he buys like a drink card a day. And think of that, in like a 4 or 5 hour period, he'll drink 10 sodas. And it's usually always Pepsi. He drinks the hard stuff. I always give him a hard time. It's always like Pepsi or maybe cherry Pepsi, but never the diet. It's always like the full flavor, full sugar sodas. So yeah, some guys like him basically keep our soda game afloat. So we'd probably sell a lot less if he'd switch to water. I forgot to get water today. Poop. We need to go over to the dollar store and get some water because margins are much better on water. Which have you guys ever been somewhere and they charge like $1 or $1.50 for their waters and then the sodas will be cheaper? I've never understood that. Water is the absolute cheapest bottled drink that someone can resell. We've all seen them at like Walmart, and you buy like the big 36 count things for like $4. They're like half the cost of soda, yet are more expensive almost everywhere for no apparent reason. So waters here are like 50 cents usually, and then sodas are 75. So I do my little part to incentivize people even a little bit more to drink water. It's quite a bit healthier. But that's all for now. Quit rambling. Today I'm going to try to sort through at least a little bit of that stuff that we looked at, all the stuff that gets traded in. Really need to get some of that tended to before it piles up and becomes actual mountains, sort of like our mountain of cardboard in the back. But I'm gonna go pick up my daughter, and like I said, maybe we'll sit down and have a little chat with Carly about the store and see what her thoughts are. Get the perspective of a 3-year-old on my little venture here, but we'll see you in a little bit.